Hey, Dr. Cruz here. Welcome back. And today is an exciting information going along with the communication idea we're talking about. One reason you actually communicate with people is to build rapport. And I'm positive everyone understands what rapport is, but just in case, rapport is how you feel about something. And you have spatial rapport, you have physical rapport, you have all kinds of different types of rapport as far as I'm concerned. So when a person walks into your office, the first thing they're going to do is they're going to feel it. And if it seems relaxed and things, they'll go into a good level of relaxation and they'll feel good and they'll be in good rapport with your facility. When your CA says hello, how they respond, if they feel welcoming, if they smile. Again, these are all little things that patients, as they're walking into your office, the first thing they're doing, Psychology 101, the ego is the part of our body that wants to know if we're safe and if we're going to survive. So the ego, not I'm so cool type ego, but just the ego, the survival mechanism of your body checks things out. When they're walking into your office, they're going to make a decision within 4 seconds about how they feel about you when they walk in. If this place is modern and looking good and it seems upbeat and it's clean, they're going to in 4 seconds say, I'm in the right place. If they walk in there and it's a mess, and it seems chaotic, your materials and your decorations are out of style, they're going to think, ooh, this place is not up to snuff. This place is not like current. And so it takes 4 seconds. The same thing with the CA. When she says hello, in 4 seconds, that person's going to decide, how they feel about this CA. And you don't understand how important your CA is until you realize how people make decisions about things. The first impression of your office is obviously when you open up, your reception area. First impression about you right then, your reception area. Second impression, the CA, how she's greeted. And then, of course, what's most important, first or last impressions? They're both important. Last impression, again, is the CA as they're leaving, as how they collect. So rapport is going to be something you want to always do. Now, this is not kissing up and being overly sweet and trying to make them like you. In fact, that's probably the worst thing that we do as chiropractors, try to make people like us. Because people don't respect who they like. They respect who they feel has their stuff together, so to speak. Patients do not go to chiropractors, dentists, doctors, anyone to look for a friend. They're going there looking for advice. And they will take advice from someone that seems to be together. They will take advice from someone that seems to be able to give the advice congruently, directly, looking them in the eye. If you are in good rapport with someone, you will be able to walk in there and calmly talk to them, let them know that you appreciate them through your actions. Don't tell them these things, you don't have to. But as you start understanding people, the more you can start, creating conversation with them regarding their health and things like this, they'll start relaxing. So learn rapport skills. How will they see you and feel about you is really important. I always say in practice, it's not about how good you are at what it is you do. It's about how good you are at who it is you are. So, they say that they don't really care how much you know till they know how much you care. So our practice should obviously have a caring feeling to it, a loving, serving, caring feeling. And more so than our diplomas, more so than trying to talk about, your 4,300 hours of education and all the things we put on our wall about ourselves, our shrines of all of our trophies and like this. They're not really there looking about that. They're coming to decide who is the human being that they're going to be relating with. It's like they don't care how smart you are. You can be Einstein, but as far as being really, really smart, they already feel you're smart. You have an office. You're a doctor. No one's ever, in 30 plus years, ever asked me for my grades in school. They never asked me where I finished in my class. They didn't ask me if I even passed. They just figured I did because I had a diploma on the wall. So realizing then, ultimately people buy you, not the program. They buy the CA, they buy the back office assistant, they buy whoever, and when they start feeling they're in the right place, that's when Providence moves in. 85% of all communication is based on body language and visual presence. Ask yourself a question. Have you ever been giving a report of findings to a CA or to a patient, and the said things like, well, this is my recommendation. They go, oh, man, 3 times a week, huh? How about twice? Well, I guess in your case we could go twice, but you got to make sure you're good. Instantly, if you say something like that, you lost them. Because I don't know why they're testing you. Maybe they're testing you. But they want to, sometimes they're just clarifying the recommendation. But if we show any signs of weakness, and that would be weakness, giving a recommendation and then backing off on it, telling somebody, listen, I found out how to fix your problem, and this is my recommendation, and the patient tries to change it and you agree, it comes across as wishy-washy, and no one wants a wishy-washy doctor. So we lose and win the deal in the 4 seconds before we even utter a word, as we know. But more importantly, the minute you utter a word, now it really gets convincing. So rapport is being in sync with someone else. So your ability to create good rapport with patients or new patients is the key to practice success, because you want everyone to be in good rapport with you. So how do you do that? I mean, understand, mastering rapport will allow you to understand why you may not be communicating with someone, but the truth is, everything you do. I was watching a chiropractor speak the other day, and he had a t-shirt on, and he had both arms were sleeve tattooed. Now, quite honestly, that's the new thing now. Everybody's got tattoos and stuff. But if you are taking care of people that are maybe older or more conservative, they may not be able to relate to that. This guy's practice was one that he was a big marketer, and he had a lot of new patients, but he didn't keep them very long. His claim to fame is getting a lot of new patients. So he got them through the door, but for some reason they'd come in for 1 or 2 visits and leave. Now, was it his tattoos? I don't know. Was it his intensity? I don't know. But all I'm saying is somehow when people came in there, maybe they didn't feel good about him. So what's it take in your community? Who's the decision makers? Who are the people that are respected in community? How do they look? How do they dress? How do they act in business? That's how you want to be. And at one time, I had a big problem with this. I used to think it doesn't matter how you dress. It's all your intention. But I always kind of dress professionally. But at one time in my life, I decided I was going to kind of be more of I wanted to have more fun in practice. And I figured the way to do that was to have, some rehab and those types of things. So I started wearing a polo shirt and shorts to work, trying to have more of that, casual. It was a beach location. I figured, but you know what? People weren't buying it. I watched people checking me out, like, what kind of doctor is this wearing shorts? So I really thought at that time, this was later on. This was when I had great practices. It was just another one I wanted to open up that was going to be more of a, more casual. It didn't work, in my opinion, because I wasn't converting people. And they weren't staying with me. So was I a good chiropractor? Yes. Did I know how to fix them? Yes. Did I bring new patients in? Yes. Did I keep them? No. And this is after I had some of the best, was my last practice, where I had the highest retention level I know of anybody ever having, where I didn't see a new patient. I was selling this practice, and I didn't have a new patient for over a year, and I averaged 343 visits a week. 343 visits a week with 0 new patients for over 12 months. That's pretty good retention, because people had good rapport and they wanted me. In fact, that practice was actually harder to leave than opening my new one, because when I was leaving that other practice, people were calling me up, where are you moving to? How do I get there? They're planning on coming, in this case, 350 miles to get adjusted, and I had to talk them out of it. And I said, wow, this is really crazy. But the new practice I opened up was going to be kind of like my, I don't want to say retirement practice, but my just kind of hang loose and have fun practice, and not take it so seriously and all those things. It didn't work at all. And I learned. I learned that as long as we're chiropractors, people come to you, they're looking for something about their health. They're concerned about their health. They're not coming to be my friend. They're not coming to hang out. They're not coming because they heard it was cool. They're coming because they got a deep-seated fear inside about something, and they want to get it resolved. And people that resolve problems they look professional. And professional is where professional is. In Hawaii, a professional wears a Hawaiian shirt. That's part of the deal. You know, in your town, how do the professionals dress and how they act? That's how you need to start to look at it, because you want people to put you on the same keel as those people. Your practice should be a part of the economy of your community. And in doing so, look, act, and feel and promote, you know, with that image that they'll buy you in 4 seconds. When they see you, they know you're the one for them. Don't try to make a point. Don't try to, you know, promote you're an outcast, you know, by your channel. I can do that now because I'm not. That's now my persona, you know, that I am an outcast, you know, and because over the years I realized I was, you know, but that's just for stage presence. Now I certainly didn't practice, you know, in a really casual situation, but now I'm more casual because I'm letting people know that now I got a message to listen to, and it's a new persona. Just like there's people out there with all kinds of personas, you know, that give them a unique factor. Make your persona whatever it is. If you're going to be really casual, then own it and make sure that your personality is professional with these people so they can look at you and they can buy you. That's the key. They've got to buy you. That's the tip for today, and hopefully you'll take it to heart, and I'll see you on the next video.